So, are you just going to ask me questions and I can answer it and then we'll go from there? And you can edit out anything that makes me look stupid? Or if I say something really messed up that needs to be gone?
Yeah. Let's talk about how much we hate Scott Geiser.
This is my checker.
I want to
Young people.
wake up, feel fine, grab my baggies off the clothesline. I want to wake up, restore, thinking back on the night before. I said yeah, then I did it. Having not a
Feels like
second
a rape
thought.
dungeon in here.
I know exactly what he tastes like.
I said yeah, then I did it. La 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 la.
Just a night, Chloe.
No, 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 no. You cannot buy the beer. Beer! Also nice. No, 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 no. I always blame the beer.
Okay, here's the show.
Check 1, 2. Wow, that does sound pretty good. This is the new cans, right? The headphones?
You and Colleen both have new headphones.
Sounds
Ooh.
real good.
It's all nice. Got the new headphone smell.
Not Charlie.
Vintage.
Charlie has good headphones already.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Those are just the new ones that they gave me in exchange for the other mixer.
We're going to have
That
them
one.
send 2 more for sending us a complicated mixer.
I know, right?
Well, I'm glad I can fix it.
Thanks, Charlie.
You're welcome. Scott, your house looks really good, man. You got a log in your
Appreciate it.
fireplace.
Yeah, why isn't the fire going?
Should we light it?
No.
Fuck yeah, we should light
It
it.
is so...
No.
Turn the AC down, then light it.
That's like I sat there last night and I watched like 6 episodes of The Crown.
Is it good?
I can't stop watching it.
Did you watch the Queen's... Or the... What
The
is it,
Queen's Gambit was the best shit I've ever
Loved
seen.
it.
What are you guys
Loved it.
talking
I
about?
heard that was amazing. Yeah,
It
Queen's
was
Gambit.
so
What
good.
is-
So good.
No, I don't want to know about it.
The ending was like
Did you not
spot on.
cry? It's like, oh my
when
God.
she sat there and played chess with that old man.
Can we talk about The
I almost
Mandalorian?
cried.
Can we talk about the first episode and a half of Mandalorian?
The Mandalorian's so good.
Like when they dropped
This was a
the
setup episode. though.
spaceship
It
in
was
the,
good.
That
in
last
the ice.
episode of The Mandalorian made me think, God, now I got to go back and watch all the Star Wars movies, though.
That's the thing with the first episode when they were fighting the big dragon thing, right? And you've got all the raiders.
Crate
like,
dragon.
That felt so
yeah.
great.
That
to
crate
see
dragon was fucking badass.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
because you see a crate dragon skeleton in A New Hope in 1977
No shit.
with C-3POs walking through the desert. You see
Yeah.
it.
That's Timothy
Yeah.
Oliphant, man.
Yeah.
Like the sexiest man alive.
John Favreau, man, he's really done something magical. with
Yeah,
that.
him and Dave Filoni.
Yeah.
He came a
they
long
killed it.
way since
Killing it.
Pete from Friends.
Swingers.
Swingers. Wait, he was Pete from Friends?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Monica's a
He fought-
billionaire boyfriend.
He fought Tank Abbott.
That's right.
Yeah. I'll never forget that. UFC was on Friends. I was so stoked.
Hello, governors. I got to leave for a second, so make fun of me like you did last time.
Oh, my
Oh.
God.
It made me
Why
laugh.
did we even
What, you gotta make
start?
peepees?
You know why I need to get out of here for a second. It made me laugh. Do it again.
Dude, what are you going? Where are you going? Oh,
Oh, my God.
what are you? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Nipa.
Ah,
He's finally gone.
Scotty,
Oh, thank God.
we're having a tough day today with our gear.
I figured it out. And we're on episode number 78 of Adjust the Mic.
Is it
1978. It's a good year. It's my birth year. It's a good one.
Old
That
man.
makes you 42, huh?
Yes, sir.
The answer to life, universe, and everything.
I feel great, man.
And old.
I think I feel better at 42 than I do at 22.
How are your knees?
Great.
Did you get your AARP card yet, or does that come later?
I get mail from AARP, but I haven't exactly got my card yet.
I think that's 50, right?
I don't know.
Dude, you're like 8 years
You
away
know
from
what,
the
though?
card.
Hopefully I find out because the alternative's different. I don't want the alternative.
Yeah,
buddy.
fair enough.
So episode 78.
Yeah.
To my right is the hostess with the mostest, Scott.
Hello, Governor.
Stupid intro. To my left is the craft beer queen, Colleen.
How are you now?
You ain't got no shoes on.
That's right.
You ain't got no shoes on. Your piggies are hanging out. Let's see them. Those are clean feet.
I literally just got out of the shower.
Okay,
before I came
quit.
Those
here.
are fucking clean feet.
All right, Quentin Tarantino.
No, I don't. I'm not a foot guy. Over down yonder is Viking metal.
I come from a land down under.
It's not Viking metal. That's Australian pop.
Whatever.
Australian
Sounds great
pop,
to
yeah.
me.
It is a good song.
It's a good song.
So what's up, guys? It is Thanksgiving Eve,
Yep.
and we're all ready.
Colleen, what are you doing tomorrow for Thanksgiving? Even though we've already all talked about this for like 2 episodes, but has anything changed?
I literally don't have to do anything. My mom bought everything. She's cooking everything and bringing it over to reheat it. So Brent gets to watch football. We get to hang around the house in sweatpants.
I love it.
Nice.
We have some stuff set up for the kids to play outside. Like we made the gigantic bubble liquid solution with the sticks, and you can make huge bubbles.
Yeah.
We were practicing that today. We got the bounce house ready.
Nice.
So
That'd keep me busy for hours.
Yeah.
love those giant bubbles. I love it.
I know. I get so mad when I have like a big long one and then it just pops. And you're
Oh,
like, no.
that's what
that
she
is what she said.
What about you, Chris? What do you got going on?
Yeah, I got Mama Duke's coming over.
Mama Dukes.
Gonna cook a gourmet Thanksgiving meal for 2 with a nice bottle of wine and
I like it.
take a nap afterwards,
What-
hopefully.
What's your wine?
I think because turkey, well, I'm doing turf and turf, right? So I'm doing the smoked turkey breast and then I'm doing like a braised lamb kind of
Okay.
thing.
Terrible.
So I'm probably going to do meat, like usually with the turkey, it's a white meat, so you pair it with a white wine, and with the red meat, you pair that with a red.
Red
So I'm going to go
okay.
halfway and probably get a nice rosé, which is halfway between red and white.
Okay.
You
I like
fancy.
it. I'm in the middle of learning about wine.
You and I, we got to have a conversation about that, man.
Yeah, I'm trying.
There's a whole new world
Yeah,
out there with the wine.
It's pretty cool, man.
We had
Yeah.
the sparkling grape cider at my house
Ooh.
Yay.
for the children.
I like Olive Garden wine because I'm a classy bitch.
What are you doing, Charlie?
Me and the kids are going to my parents, and we're
Ooh.
just doing straight up traditional, hanging out, just regular turkey, stuffing, gravy.
You going
mashed
to
potatoes.
spatchcock that turkey? You're just
No-
going to do
no
it old school?
spatchcocking needed.
I
Just-
thought about spatchcocking, but then I decided against it.
Oh, look who's here eating murder cake.
Oh, slow that down.
So, Scott, what are you doing tomorrow for Thanksgiving, brother?
But I mean calorie wise.
Tomorrow, I'm cooking 2 turkeys.
2 turkeys, because one's not good enough.
Dude, it's a story, and I'm sure you guys don't want to hear my story.
No, let's fucking
no,
hear
it's,
it.
The starving children in Ethiopia really want to.
I had to get an Amish turkey because Jared every year gets this Amish turkey and calls me up last minute.
Of course he does.
And they're like $60 Amish turkeys, right?
What,
And
really?
You can get one
What
for like
does this
15, 20
mean?
bucks.
That the Amish like raised it?
Does
Yeah.
it build you
Okay.
kick-ass
They're
furniture
raised
when
in
you're
the,
done?
in the Amish way. They
And
build
why does it
furniture.
taste
They
different?
churn butter. I mean, it's just a better turkey.
I just when anybody says Amish, I compare
They
it to
stick their head in the butter. And
I compare it to Kingpin with Woody Harrelson.
Yeah,
That's all I think about.
right?
Amish.
What was his name? Munson.
Yeah, Munson.
So,
Roy Munson.
how are you cooking the 2 birds?
Okay, so I'm doing the Alden Brown roasted turkey. Okay,
Okay.
the Food Network. Everybody knows Alden Brown. He's the
Is
smart
it
guy.
Alden?
It's
I thought it was
Alden
Alton.
Brown or Alton Brown. I'm saying it wrong. I know I'm saying it wrong. 100%.
One.
I got one,
Zero argument.
100%.
Two.
two, and we missed one last week with
I
her.
know. I
We
was
did,
going to
yeah.
say the same thing.
So
just
but
now.
can we put that on this episode's tab and we get us up to 3 for that?
Yeah, we're
Boom.
at 3.
All right.
There you go. So I'm roasting one,
All
but
right.
I already bought one that was frozen at Publix, and they didn't have a whole lot of options. They didn't have butterballs and everything out
Yeah.
yet. They had green wise, but they're only like 12 pounds. So I got a 17-pound Publix turkey,
My
and I'm
God.
smoking that one
Okay, but
in the smoker.
whole,
So
and you're not going to spatchcock it, right?
I'm not spatchcocking
Stop
So you're going to have
it.
to
Smoking it.
start smoking that like tonight,
tonight,
then, right? Yeah.
Yep, tonight.
Okay.
And then it's already in the fridge. It's already getting its. I'm doing more of a dry rub on that one.
Yeah.
But the one I'm roasting is being brined in a cooler right now.
You're not going to brine the one you're going to smoke?
It's being dry. It's got a dry
Oh,
rub
okay,
on
okay,
it, and
okay.
it's actually got a little liquid on it.
All right, all right.
But then, yeah. So, and I'm doing that. I'm doing 3 pumpkin pies tomorrow. I'm doing some
3?
stuffing,
Pumpkin
and I have one
pies.
appetizer that I like a lot. It's cream cheese with. It's got this ham glaze on it with bacon, and then scallions.
So cream
green
cheese
onions.
and ham glaze and bacon.
It's the best thing you'll ever have in your
Sounds
life.
horrible.
For our Christmas party, for our Friendsmas party we're going to do,
yeah.
I will make that and blow your mind.
All right.
It's so good.
What's
Sounds
It's
accepted.
the easiest thing in the world.
because I got the I do the spinach dip with a 2
Ooh,
pound
I love
a
that.
2 pound round of pumpernickel
Oh, yeah.
and put it inside the bowl,
Mm.
and every year I fill up on it, and then I get the big Thanksgiving plate. I'm like, I don't know what to do. but I still go hard in the
Damn,
paint with it.
Charlie, that's a good idea. Is it too? Man, I wonder if
No.
it's too late for Brent to get to some pumpernickel.
Yes, it is.
Ship.
Well, for
It is. You're
Yeah.
right.
It is.
Publix is insane right now, man.
When Dixie's open tomorrow, right?
Scott, you taste everything, don't you?
What is happening, Scott? I look over and Scott's literally, I think, about to choke on something. Y'all know the Heimlich?
So much
Did he
sugar.
eat peppers?
It's so
Is
much sugar.
it sweet? Here, hang on.
I don't know what's happening.
It's kind of good. I like it. I'd eat it more. I would take another. If I was here by myself, I'd have a spoon.
Oh man.
So between the moonshine and then this thing, what is happening tonight?
It tastes like a gooey cinnamon toast crunch.
All right,
Huh?
I'm gonna pass
Like this
on
gooey. Yeah. Like
Oh, shout out to Derek for that apple pie moonshine, man. Scott gave me a hit of it. It's really good.
Amazing.
Really good, man.
Anytime he's ever given me a bottle of it, I have to finish the whole. It's a mason jar, and I have to finish it. It's just boom, it's gone. It's that good.
Hey,
He
so
brought 3 jars over this to me last night, and I already housed one, and I'm trying to feed you
jeez,
guys the rest
God.
of it because
No, I just had to have one, man. I'm driving. I'm good.
So good.
so with the Amish thing, have you guys ever actually like seen Amish people or been in their territory?
I watched Amish Mafia one time.
Okay,
there was
but
like 2 seasons,
being
and it's
there-
all real.
I just got diabetes from that.
So
Wow.
Oh, there's cinnamon bun all up in it.
All up in it, yeah.
Ugh.
I'm going to need a nap in about 5 minutes now.
It tastes like a gooey cinnamon toast crunch.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing.
I've
No,
got
I love it.
so many questions. Right
yeah.
I would eat more.
So like 2 years ago, I went up to Michigan to see Brent's family, and then we had to drive to the
Brett
north.
looks like he
north,
could be Amish a little bit.
He
to
does.
north,
He got some
north
Amishness
Michigan.
to him.
Grow the beard out.
Everybody has these lake houses.
Give
Some
himself some
butter.
bitch and bangs.
We had to go to a store, but to go to a store
go
there,
bowling.
oh my God, y'all.
Not y'all.
It was so far away. So we pull up to this town, and all of a sudden, like, we're in the McDonald's drive-thru, and then there's this Amish buggy comes up right behind us, and I'm like, are these Amish people getting McDonald's right now? Like,
That's allowed?
They go through. We go in the store, and they're just everywhere. I'm like, I was shocked because like I didn't know
They're all over
the
up in Kentucky.
difference between
Yeah.
I guess Amish, Mennonites, whatever they
Did
all
they
are, but.
did they have a cell phone?
I didn't see a cell phone. They literally just had their big horse and buggy behind us, and the horse was stomping its feet and stuff. I'm like, yeah, you're right. They are not going quick enough. I agree.
Were they a group of teens on the Rumspringa?
No, just a family, just
Okay.
a mom and a dad and their kid with the kid had little curls and everything. Like it
Wow.
was so cute.
There's
That's
TV
cool.
shows about Amish people like when the kids like defect
Yeah.
and they're like they're like being a part of the real world in a way and how they react to it.
Well, that
It's
was
very interesting.
That's part of becoming an Amish person is like, once you come of age, they basically give you the option to go out to the world to see how demonic and evil it is. And that's
Yeah.
called the Rumspringa, right? They get out to experience it.
Yeah.
And then when you come back, you'll have this worldly knowledge of why we live the way we live because you lived it in person.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Amish make the best furniture.
Yep.
They have the best butter. Okay, you get
Whoa.
rolls of butter.
Kerrygold, Irish. Kerrygold.
I agree
I
with
think
that.
the Amish could fight the Irish.
I'm not.
In,
we're not talking.
in
We're,
buttering fist fights.
we're not talking
and
about
win.
fist fights. We're talking about Kerry Irish Gold butter.
I love
is the
Kerrygold.
best.
That
I'm
is
not. I,
good
can,
butter.
I will not hate on Kerrygold, but
yeah, you got to be careful. with
I
that
think
one.
if you took some Amish butter and you took some Kerrygold and tried a spoonful of each, I think you would be pleasantly surprised.
Did your Amish turkey come with some Amish butter?
Oh, I got Amish butter. I get it every time I go to the grocery.
They sell it at the grocery store.
Yeah, at Publix. You buy it by
Yeah.
the roll. It's $9 for a roll.
Really?
And it's more butter than you're going to get out of those 4, 5, 6, whatever fucking sticks. So I just take a chunk, and then I have like a little butter thing on my counter,
Just take
and
a
it's
chunk.
You just-
Amish butter
Do you
all
leave
day,
it
every
out,
day.
out on the
every
counter?
day.
You don't
all day, every
refrigerate
day.
it?
all day, every day.
You're not supposed to refrigerate
Every
your
day
table
I'm
butter.
hustling.
Of course you are.
No, you're not.
If it's made and it's been sold,
Butter is
packaged,
supposed to be
refrigerated.
butter is supposed to be left out for you to use to butter your
Oh
stuff
yeah,
and everything.
Right.
I got a butter dish.
Everybody,
Yeah.
everybody
But you
leaves
can
their
buy it
butter out.
refrigerated and just leave it out on the counter?
Yeah, you
All
didn't
right.
know that. What is it going to mold?
Well, I don't know. Does it? I've always refrigerated. I've never had a
This is
chance to
good. This is
find
good.
out.
I'm glad we're talking about this.
You don't have a butter dish? You
have a-
leave the butter
No,
out?
it stays in the sticks in the
You're-
fridge because
but
I'm.
see-
How do you butter toast?
I stick it in the
Chris-
microwave for 5 seconds. And then
Oh, man.
I know. I mean, Chris, you're high scale. Like you're upscale. Like you have nice
Yeah, but
things.
You're
you buy
pairing
nice
wines
things.
with fucking turkey
but
and
you
like pour a
spatchcocking. You don't know about
epoxy
fucking
tables
soft
and
What do you
butter?
stuff.
know?
You don't know
that doesn't mean anything. I'm a moron when it comes to outside of home activities. I'm just a
I'll
stupid
rip
dude.
a fucking turkey in half. But
Of course, we don't leave
I don't know
butter
how to
out at
butter
my
it.
house too, but that's for a whole different
Thank-
reason.
well,
That's
yeah,
because
okay.
Keegan
See, my
just will
grandmother
literally
grew
take
up,
a
she always
bite
had
of a
butter
butter
out.
stick.
because they'd have
Because
they'd have
weird.
a certain bread,
Yeah.
and my grandpa would always go out and butter his bread. and
Yeah, my
eat his
grandma
bread.
always had butter out.
I thought spatchcocking was a sexual position until last week.
It could be.
Like, and you don't know to leave butter out to have it soft.
well, let me
in
let
a
me
butter dish.
Let me explain to you my logic behind that. Right.
There's
So
none.
I had chickens, and we used to keep the chicken eggs. If you don't wash chicken eggs, they do not need to be refrigerated, and they're good
Yep.
on the counter for like
Yep.
90-something days, right?
Yep, that's true.
I thought, but in America, we're one of the few countries on the planet that bleaches the eggs,
Yes.
which washes away the coating,
Yep.
which is why you have to refrigerate it.
Yep.
So I figured if you have to buy butter that's refrigerated, you have to continue to refrigerate that. I didn't think you could buy it, stick it on the counter, and
Okay.
then eat it 90 days
I
later.
see your
Still be
logic.
Good.
I just surprised
And
you
that's
didn't
where
know
I
it.
went with that. Yeah.
I'm not sure of the longevity of it. Like I think you can leave it out for a few months.
Well,
but,
I
mean,
have this
usually
handy dandy iPhone.
I'm a fucking butter churn. I just fucking use that shit all the time.
I've made my own
How
butter
long can
too.
you leave butter out?
I thought the same thing about the Kraft singles.
Yeah.
I thought you had to keep those refrigerated.
Wait, you're
And at
telling me you
Publix-
don't have to keep those?
No, at Publix they're like,
Hey,
no,
have you
you
seen
really
those,
don't have to.
you seen those TV or those like videos where people take like a Whopper or a Big
Oh
Mac?
yeah, with all
And
the
they just
preservatives.
leave it out.
Yeah.
And it just fucking like a year later, it just looks like the same thing. Like we eat that all the time.
Well, American cheese isn't like it's. If you look at it, it's a cheese flavored product.
Yeah,
like,
it's
not like
completely
actual cheese.
processed
Yeah.
to
Hey,
where
cheese
like,
whiz
Hey,
up.
it says here, according to the USDA, butter is safe at room temperature, but if it's left out for several days at room temperature, it can turn rancid, causing off flavors.
boom.
Yeah.
What's
I can
up?
see
So
that.
y'all are over here eating off flavored rancid butter.
It
No.
tastes so good on an
They
onion
just
bagel.
eat butter that
No.
much, I guess.
No,
They're like,
I'm
I
not-
go through butter every
No,
other
I
day.
refrigerate the butter. I have a whole roll
Yeah,
of it.
and when I'm ready to pull some
I
out,
chunk a slice of it off and I put it in a butter dish and
That's what
I
I
use
do.
it throughout the week.
what he said.
Okay.
That's what I do.
You know, I mean, it's very
So
common.
you don't just. So you
It doesn't
are
taste any
still
different.
refrigerating your non-used butter.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
keep it.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
So we're on the same page. then.
but I'll go
Yeah.
I'll go a hard week with my butter out and still
All right.
use
See
it.
that I
Yeah.
didn't do, but I will start doing that from now on.
So like back in the, like the little squares that you get, like
Yeah.
usually like you would just take one of those squares out and put it in the square butter dish and leave it out on the counter, so you have soft butter, you know, throughout the week.
See,
I think it fucked everybody up when everybody started having to do like I can't believe it's not butter, and
Yeah.
all this other like all the vegetable oil based butters. that started
Welcome to
coming out.
episode 78, soft butter.
Yes.
I mean, I'm
Yes.
imagining you guys coming back from Publix and taking your Kerrygold and chucking it in the pantry.
Amish butters,
Putting it with the strawberry Pop Tarts.
Yeah.
No, you got to put it in the fridge, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh
that's
my
what
God.
I'm saying.
Okay, so we're done with the butter part of the podcast.
It's always food.
What's going on this weekend? Like, this is like, I'll tell
Leftovers.
you right now, tonight, if you're in your 20s, you're at the Irish pub for
Yep.
the COVID party.
Oh, that's
COVID
yeah.
super
Thanks
spreader
for bringing
event.
that up.
Yep.
I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, it's a COVID party at the Irish pub, I'm
Yeah.
sure. Because
No, it's first Shilohs. You got to go to Shilohs first for the outdoor safety. Then you
Okay.
drink enough to where you don't give a fuck, and then you go to the Irish pub to get it.
See, now I know those guys that own it and run it.
Oh, they're the
They've
best.
got to be
I'm-
smart about.
Steve and
Yeah,
Donovan
they're,
are
Yeah.
they're going
the
to
best.
be great.
They got to be
Total
doing
sarcasm,
something
but
with
still.
that.
Listen.
But again, that is the place to go in town in Titusville on the day before
Hey,
Thanksgiving.
last
Fucking
weekend Hot
bar.
Pink played, you know, and we went there and
Oh, it
we
was a
sat
blast.
in the back, but there was a lot of people
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See the
we-
sticker
I
was
didn't
still
hear
up
of
there?
any. I didn't hear of any outbreak from it.
yeah, we sat back in the cut, man.
I
Still within the
believe that
2-week
they will
period.
try their hardest, but when it comes to a certain point, there's literally nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Brick almost killed a guy.
What? Who?
Huh?
I just stopped the whole show on that comment.
Did you try to kill somebody,
Who
Charlie?
is Brick?
I was talking about Charlie. just
Brick
as a
killed
joke.
somebody with a
No.
trident?
What?
No, I did not.
Did you kill somebody with
No, I did
unrefrigerated
not.
butter?
Matter of fact, you bring it up. I had amazing restraint.
That's what I'm saying.
Because he slapped a server in the face with a
he
piece of
touched
paper.
him. Yeah,
Excuse me?
Wait,
thing.
what?
Yeah.
At the pier?
Man,
Oh, yeah.
we don't really need
We're not
to
gonna
get
go
into it,
deep in it,
but
Oh, no.
he was
But-
being I was right there. I
I
saw
want
the
to know
whole
about
thing.
this afterwards.
Yeah, yeah.
But Dalton was a server.
Dalton was the
Was
man.
a dude that
Yeah.
he was a server.
I know
Yep.
Dalton.
Dalton was fantastic.
What he had such good restraint in
and he
me
handled himself
because
so well.
I was I had to look at my surroundings, and I made it. I was so proud of myself.
I had to like
I made a decision not to throw him in the water.
I
like
knew
I was gonna-
Charlie, and I like had to get in the middle
He
because
saw
I was so I jumped right in the middle. I'm like,
Wait a second. So somebody slapped Dalton in the face with
Did
a
you
with a
slap
receipt?
him?
with it. Well, he took the receipt and slapping him in the
Why?
cheeks with
Get
it.
What
the
brought
fuck
this
out of
on?
here.
And I'm sitting here and I'm like, what is happening?
The guy was drunk, and he's like
It's
an
inexcusable.
antagonizer.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's
And
not
there was
right.
others.
Yeah.
There was other.
And it just
There was
it
a couple other things, and it
dealt
was,
with super simply. You know,
Yeah.
it was dealt with the most simplest non.
And I'm so proud. I'm so grown up. Like I'm so proud of myself. But I was still
afterwards,
mad.
He was like, I almost killed him. Like,
I
and
was
just trying to-
still mad afterwards that I didn't throw him in the fucking
He's
river.
like, I'm so grown up.
That's the
What-
first time I've said something and everybody went completely silent. I didn't know how to handle it. Right
Yeah.
there. I'm like, what did I just do?
Well,
and how do I get out of this?
What would Charlie 15 years ago have done?
I'd have thrown him in the river.
Yeah.
Because we were right by the ledge. I'd have probably thrown him in the river.
Right in. Yeah.
Yeah. And got it celebrated for it because he fucking he assaulted a fucking server.
He was
man.
It was very inappropriate.
But
Did he
there
get thrown out?
yes,
Good.
There were specific people there, and we'll explain it when we're not recording.
Sure.
That there's just no way I could do it because of the people that were there.
Understood. Okay.
When there's younger kid, like there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
you're not
Fair
gonna.
enough.
You don't want to do that in front of children.
Do I
and
know
shit,
this
you
guy?
No,
Okay, good.
I know somebody who knows him though.
I'm a friend of his, kind of. You know what I mean?
There
Like,
it
straight
is.
Up. No, straight up. Like, we're definitely not calling names out here because that's just going to
No.
be totally
I don't know his
inappropriate.
name. He's an asshole, and I
but
would say his name if I knew it.
There
So how
are
about that?
people like I'm an empathetic person, so I see people in their pain, and maybe I know their story a little bit, so I'm sympathetic to it. I'm
I
not
need
saying
to know
I
this.
never back people's actions. Okay, whenever we all have a jackass friend that we make excuses for. We all do. Every single one of us has one friend, and he's not a friend that has my phone number. Not a friend that like we text or talk to each other.
Absolutely
It's just somebody
not.
that when I'm out that I see, and it's someone that drinks a lot, man. It's someone who is
No
a
excuse.
very depressed person. No, I'm not making an excuse. I'm just,
You're enabling a little bit.
no, I'm understanding isn't
You
enabling.
no, you
know
are.
that, right?
I understand what you're saying, but there's a point when you do certain things, no matter what your situation in his life, you need to pay consequences for that shit.
100%.
And that's
No, but listen, I completely agree. So this is a great
yes,
topic.
yeah.
But did I make an excuse and make him? Did I do anything?
No,
I handled it the right way.
You did great because you de-escalated the situation.
That's what you're supposed to
yes,
do. Like,
yes, I
like,
agree.
I understand when someone is inappropriate like that. The first thing for a tough guy mentality is to punch the guy or beat him up and over manhood the guy.
Mm-hmm.
But then also there's a point when when there's a
you're
sober
wrong.
person and then there's a guy that's drunk.
You're wrong.
There's a point. No, I'm not.
There's no
a-
tough guy overmanning anybody. It's helping this kid out that's getting slapped in the face with a receipt.
But at the same time, you're saying doing it the other way, the respectful saying
No,
the
you-
de-escalation
yes,
way.
yes.
It was talk like, well, that I'm almost being a bitch about it in a way.
No,
No, that's different. Now,
absolutely
now
not.
listen, the
Absolutely.
way I see this from
That-
having just heard about this,
You're being an adult about it.
Yeah.
you intervened because you knew-ish the guy, right?
Yeah.
If you did not know the guy, would you have intervened similarly?
Yes, I probably would have.
Okay.
Like I've been okay.
That's big of you,
No,
'cause a lot of
anytime
people
I go
wouldn't.
out, I'm not the fighting guy. Like,
Right.
I've been in some fights, but I'm not the guy that's gonna like punch somebody first. I'm like totally not that person. I have no macho-ness towards you to think that I'm better
Right,
than you
sure.
while I'm drinking at a bar. I
But-
just don't think that way. I never have. It's just not part of my personality.
It's not macho-ness.
I have to tell you, as somebody in the
What is
industry,
it?
when things like that happen,
Stopping somebody from
there's-
getting assaulted.
there's a few people that I know I can rely
It
on
was a
if they're
piece of
there
paper, and
that
I
go off
knew
on
the guy.
people, and it's like, yeah, that they just are intelligent enough to say something to make that person feel like shit without getting violent.
Exactly.
And like Chris is one of them. My friend Lindsay and Travis, they are definitely one. Like, because
Yeah.
sometimes you get people that'll say stuff, but it doesn't even matter how drunk they are. They will come back with something intelligent and smart to say to where that person feels even dumber.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
100%,
that
yeah.
they don't want to get
That's 5.
physical.
I heard
'cause
that
they're
one.
Oh,
like-
that was 5.
Sorry.
I completely
because
agree.
what they said resonates because it's like, oh, dude, I
And
was
see, like
being
when I
like an
drink,
ass.
I'm even less aggressive like
Yeah.
that because I'm having fun. When I'm drinking, I'm enjoying myself. I've never gotten aggressive.
Yeah, but I wasn't being a.
I'm not saying you were. You were handled yourself. You're
Yeah.
taking this about you, and I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Nothing that I'm saying is about you
Okay,
in any
okay.
way of handling anything. I was just kind of taking what you were saying. I was trying to say that I got in the middle of it.
No, you did the right thing.
Yeah, because all I was saying, is, like, what the reason you were saying I was making excuses for the guys. What I think was what we got to, and I think that's where it kind of
You were
went off the rails.
You were, but
I'm
you're-
not making
you
any
should
excuses.
because you know him.
But I'm not making excuses in a way that is saying that I'm justifying his actions.
Okay.
Because there is no justification
Yeah,
for that.
exactly.
Just to be clear. Yeah.
Like that's the point that I was trying to make.
Okay,
is
okay.
There's a justification and then there's an understanding, and justifications and understandings are different.
Yes.
Man, I hope he listens so he
There-
knows what kind
like,
of a fucking
any-
douchebag he is.
Listen, there are people that go to every bar in town that there's the pest.
Yes.
There's the guys that are just like
Yes.
a pest or always trying to start something or
Yeah.
always trying to.
Always.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're doing it because that's the only thing they have that gives them a rise in their life.
That's really sad.
And sometimes they're just depressed and they don't, that's the only thing they know. And sometimes I feel bad for people that are down. Like if I see a homeless person, I'm not going to go over there and give the guy a bunch of money because I'm going to enable the
Yeah.
action. But I feel really bad about it.
But I mean,
At the same time.
you're crossing a line, right? Even if you got all this really bad shit going on,
Yeah.
and you mistreat and you
Yeah.
physically assault somebody who's in the service
Yeah.
industry, it's just
100%.
6.
Right,
was that 5?
And
Or was that
let me
6?
give you
Six.
the way I saw it because I was very sober at this time. I only had one drink or maybe two at most.
Well,
only had
nobody,
five.
no,
This time.
nobody,
But what
nobody
happened
was drunk,
there was
but that
there was
guy.
yeah, exactly.
Nobody
there
was
was a
drunk but that
bill,
guy.
and he was getting the bill or whatever, to pay, and he was trying to joke around with the guy. He was drunk in his mind. I'm not
He
saying
was
that it's
being
right.
rude.
Obviously,
as
that's not the
shit to
point,
that
guys.
kid.
Though that's not the point. Is in his eyes, he was trying to be joking with this server.
Right.
And he gets a lot of leeway because he's a regular at a lot of these places, so they know him. So he acts this way, and it gets let go a lot because no one wants the drama or the conflict. Right?
Sure.
So he did that around the wrong people, us, okay?
Yeah.
And what he was doing is he kind of took his check and he put it towards his face, and the kid said, "Don't touch me," and he did it a little bit more
Right in his-
jokingly.
Oh, no.
Dude,
towards his face.
trespassed. I would have
And
trespassed him
right
immediately.
when that happened, and that's what did happen. And I jumped right because Charlie was sitting there.
I'm going to tell you why I jumped up.
I jumped right in the middle. Well, you're already standing. We were all standing.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
jumped right in the middle of him and the waiter,
Sure.
and I just said, "Yo, that is not okay. That's not cool.
Yeah, he did.
Hey,
He did.
dude, that's not okay in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
And you're gonna have to leave." And then one of the people there came over too and kicked him out.
All right,
and
good.
I helped, and that was all it was. It was very simple.
Oh,
And-
I can't wait to find
and
out who this is.
I was just trying to tell everybody else, like, listen, guy, I know him. He's a depressed person, and I feel bad, just because I know him.
Sure.
He was grew up around here, and he was a well-known person.
But listen, hey, real quick, man, and
that's
he,
all.
He probably don't listen, but Dalton, Pure 220, shout
Killed
out
it.
to you, man.
He handled it so well.
Shout out, so and I saw. Listen, I've been in many for what I've done in my life.
Sure.
I've seen many situations where you feel it. You can feel it. It's about to happen.
There's a vibe that rises.
and you
right?
look at
Yeah.
somebody and you're like, "This is about to be a thing.
Yeah.
We need to fix it now." And that kid was about to lose his job.
Oh yeah.
He was gonna,
ready.
and he was
about
so-
it.
And he would have. I think he would have lost his job if Scott wouldn't had stepped in the middle.
But this
Yeah.
was this last.
It was hot pink.
So what day? What day
It was a
it though?
Friday.
So
It was
it
Friday
was
the 13th.
Okay. So okay. When we're done, I got to tell you something about that.
All right.
Oh,
What
yeah.
else can we talk about? This is getting me
can
frustrated.
take a
I'm
break.
getting all
Great.
pissed off.
That's a good story. It's a local
It
story.
was
I
a
know,
really
right?
good story, but all I'm thinking about is every time something like crazy like that has happened to me.
Dude,
And-
I
and
love.
Charlie,
I
honestly,
like when I go out.
I
I kind of
appreciate
feed off
guys
that
like
kind of
you
stuff. When people
that
get
step
a little,
in.
yeah, you
Well,
got to, man.
listen,
Because sometimes
Scott-
nobody
Scott did it.
steps in and you're
But
in that
everybody
position
would
like
have.
you're like, what can I do to vend myself for one, and two, to make sure people know this is not an acceptable behavior.
That poor kid, man.
And
that
you just
server.
wait for somebody to
wanted
stick
to
up
hit
for
him.
you.
I look at it, and I know Charlie would legitimately kill this person if he got his hands on him. I think about it that way. Like I go deep. I go way too deep in the thought when that kind of. I
appreciate
I'm not scared of the drama.
I appreciate it because
I'd rather be the person to step in there in a calm. You know, so I don't want to see him mad.
Now, see, I'm basically a regular up there at the pier because it's right on my way home.
Okay.
I like the vibe because it's right there by the water.
Yeah.
The staff all there is really cool. I know Dalton personally, so this story pisses me off like you could fucking imagine. But I think I'm with Charlie on this because I got a real strong white knight streak in me. Like it's the Southern born thing. You know, I like to defend people who I see are being unnecessarily
all day
attacked,
long. I would do it all day long.
And I will commend you, Charlie, because if I had been there, motherfucker would have been probably over the water.
There was just too many circumstances, and we'll talk about it off air on why it wouldn't have been an option.
Because Dalton is just such a down to earth, calm dude, right?
He's a great server, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Dalton.
It was 30 seconds of just inappropriateness that we're just blowing out of proportion in conversation.
You know how? Let me give you this is Dalton. He is such a good server.
Yeah,
he
was the best.
He talked us in to chicken and pickle tacos.
Dude, I got pickle tacos.
Though.
They were so good.
No, they weren't.
The pickle tacos, you didn't like them?
I would be
they were awesome.
A little under halfway
and when
down
we
my
got
drink.
it, we were like, what? We just ordered pickle and chicken tacos. Like this is the best fucking server ever. Like he talked us
totally
into it.
happened. Totally happened.
Can we take a break so I can find out who we're talking about?
Please.
Colleen, your feet look amazing tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, you towed up, didn't you?
They're pasty though. You can get some sun on them things.
No, I'm Irish. Let's
You
not
can get
do
some
that.
sun on your gams there, girl.
I can't wait for us to get that bear rug.
Oh my god! All right, break time. Tell me who it is.
Brent, get some sun on them Colleen needs some sun.
Brent,
No.
we're getting a bear rug.
I know you all wanna be perfect. But if you wanna be good little citizens, you gotta learn to shop at Walmart, get go waiting, be on time for things you're hating, turn your life is stimulating, make your god a money king. Try to hide it, journal, do it, put on blinders, don't you worry, suffocate your soul until there's nothing left to do. Don't let my life be shopping, I'm a number, not a name. How many good that you own, and the rest of culture game. I come off of the strange, refuse to do the things that make the kids agree, make everybody say go. Bide your time, grind your teeth, stare in disbelief. Don't touch anything, don't say anything, don't you shop at Walmart, get go waiting, be on time for things you're hating, turn your life is stimulating, make your god a money king. Try to hide it, turn up fury, put on blinders, don't you worry, suffocate your soul until there's nothing left of you. Don't let my life be shopping, I'm a number, not a name. I'm an equal that you owe, and the rest of culture game. I cut my heart strange, refuse to do the things that make the kids agree, make everybody say go. Don't let my life be shopping, I'm a number, not a name. I'm an equal that you owe, and the rest of culture game. I cut my heart strange, refuse to do the things that make the kids agree, make everybody say go. Make it bicycle, 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 make them listen go. Don't let my life be shopping, I'm a not a name. I'm an individual, and that's the culture game. I got my love is strange, refuse to do the things that make the kids agree, make it bicycle. Don't let my life be shopping, I'm a not a name. I'm an individual, and that's the culture game. I got my love is strange, refuse to do the things that make the kids agree, make it bicycle.
And we're back. Hey, listen, it's cozy in here. The lights are down. Scott has the fireplace going.
There's some butterflies.
And I want to ask you guys something. I'm kind of throwing this out there on you. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start with Chris.
Sure.
Give me about a minute, man. What are you thankful for?
You know, that's easy. I'm thankful that my sweet little Stella is as happy as she is. You know, she's had it rough the past couple years with the divorce and all that, and I'm just really thankful that she still has that glow to her smile, and she laughs. When she laughs from her soul, right? Like she laughs, it comes from deep.
Sure.
Oh.
And that's what I'm really happy for. And then obviously I'm happy about the career still going really good, but just my little Stella Bella is just doing so amazing, and that's what I'm happy
She's
for.
an awesome little girl too, man.
Yeah, she's great.
She can
It's
sing.
always a
too.
pleasure when she comes over, man. She always has fun. The kids
She's
love
so
her.
sweet.
It's really a good thing.
Scott, give me a quick 30 minutes on what you're thankful for.
Not you, bitch.
Oh,
Are you
I'm very, very. Listen, I'm gonna like. Okay, the kid route. I mean, that's a given for me. I mean,
Yeah.
that's out of everything that's negative going on, COVID wise, that's affected work and all these other stresses that's in our life. They're a rock, right?
Yeah.
This podcast has been a rock.
Yeah.
big time.
I agree with that, and you know what? I'd like to circle back and add that to it because I've only been doing the podcast with you guys for about 6 months, maybe less.
Yep.
Yeah.
And coming over here and being able to do this with you guys, my friends, my close friends. I could have a shitty fucking day, but I come over here and look at Scott griping about the gear,
Bitching about something. I got something to bitch
and
about.
all you guys. It's just this is great. I love you guys.
Like, I'm serious. It's the rock. It's the one thing
Yep.
that's been consistent through all this COVID and everything that we fought through.
Shout out
every
to
bit
Justin
of
Mike.
fear and scare and bullshit.
Yeah.
And like, this show could have stopped like multiple times through this process.
Keep on grinding, baby.
But it just keeps going. It keeps happening, and I'm very thankful for that.
Yep. Charlie.
Fair skin Colleen.
Colleen.
Fair skin foot Colleen.
Honestly,
Fairfoot.
Are you thankful for Shame?
no, that song blows.
That song's awful.
Listen, I am honestly thankful for my husband because, like, with the 3 kids and how tough it's been with COVID and everything, we just keep plugging along, man. And he's truly a teammate and a partner. I can have my crazy days where I'm just like mean to him for no reason or
Stop that.
overreacting.
Stop that.
Never.
Yeah.
Never.
And he still seems to love me. But, like, seriously, at the end of the day, like, I don't know if I could do what we do by myself. Like, he's he's that person I can rely on, count on. He's dependable. He's reliable. It's something that I don't want to take for granted. So, Brent, if you're listening, well, I know you're listening. Thank you, and I love you. And you guys, too, man. I started this podcast off at the beginning of the year, right? That was, like, my first,
Think
day
so.
of being on all the time.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
That was my first time I took over the show, right? Am I right?
Shout out to Joe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't swing on me.
Joe, I miss you. No, really. No, I'm just kidding. I do miss him.
Shout out to
But
Brent's
anyways,
Meat.
like it has been fun. It's brought a whole new, like, it gets me out of the house besides just to work. And that's something I don't want to take for granted either, because otherwise I would literally just work and be at home and be in this, like, funk. But you guys help me
Sure.
realize how great things are.
Yeah.
For real. Could be way worse. I got you guys. What about you, Charlie?
Man, you guys said it all pretty much. My kids. This year has been like kind of double tough for everything.
Big,
Yeah.
big
So,
time.
the last half of this year, man, has been amazing. 2000, it really did a 180 on me without expecting it. My kids, man, my kids are amazing. My relationships with my friends and my family, like, I've really put a lot into it. This podcast, I love it. I have to drive here 30 minutes every once or twice a week, and I love it. I look forward to it, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, health, my health, all of our health, the health of my family and friends. I'm just it's everything, man. It's been good.
You've had a lot of good things this year, man.
Yeah.
Through the negative, Charlie, and we've talked.
Yep.
You've got some. I mean, your health has been. It's been a huge thing, dude.
Yeah,
It's been like pretty awesome.
When you listen to the doctors after
Oh man.
minor surgery.
Yeah,
Well, that sucked.
my ball surgery was a problem. After that, though, everything went good. Maybe that was what I needed.
Yeah. get fixed.
But yeah, man, I'm happy. I'm really, really happy.
Charlie, I'm really proud of you.
Yeah.
I am
come
too,
o-
man.
Like, from when I first saw you when you first started doing the podcast, you always have such a good attitude, man.
You have to.
And, like, I love it. Like, you're always like, no drama. And I try to, like, think about that when you say stuff. It's like, you know what? Charlie lives his life. No drama, man.
Yeah, man.
He spent way too long, like,
Cut that
dealing
shit.
with that
We're
shit.
too old.
It's like,
Too old for that, man. And you know what? This year I realized, which I always had a problem doing, You got negative shit, negative people in your life. Get rid of it, man.
Yeah.
We only got one run at this.
Yeah.
Make the most of it.
And you've really been an example for me too, because I fall into the trap of negativity all the time, and seeing you be positive
easy,
about
man.
everything, it's like, God, I need to be more like Charlie in this
It's
situation.
easy with social media and shit.
I get negative.
No. It's more anxiety driven, I think,
it
with
is.
you.
It's not real negative.
And
It's-
Chris too.
I
but-
don't think anybody here is negative. I think we just have normal everyday stressors, some abnormal, and you just got to find somewhere to put it, man.
Well, and Scott gets anxious, and like he lets things build up in his head. So
I
it's
do.
like,
yeah,
it's not negativity.
I've been
it's
on,
just
like this year, I'd
beats
say,
himself
with
up.
everything going on. Man, I haven't had like a real blow up at all.
I can't wait.
And usually I get one a year where I just have like a day or two where it's like, fuck everything.
Watch this.
There might have been one
Colin,
though.
watch this. Watch it.
Don't do it. We're having a
I
moment.
think there's been one
Stop
this year
that.
early. No, there was one earlier this year. Yeah, that was. I thought that was last year though. I thought that was last year.
Shout out to Joe. I love you,
dude. That was I was so pissed off. I was like, it felt so disrespected off of that.
Charlie, do you want to recap what happened for the listeners that are like, what are we talking about right now?
No, absolutely not. I'm grateful for you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys, man.
Yeah.
And
Don't ever fall asleep when Scott's telling a story.
hey, listen, I don't.
I know they're long.
I
I know
talk.
their
I talk a lot of shit, and we have fun. But
Yeah.
with what I went through this year, like you three were a lot of help through it, whether
Oh,
you
yeah.
know it or not. And I love you guys. Thank y'all for that.
Too, man.
And last Tuesday, man, we're going and looking at Christmas lights
That
on a
was-
golf cart and
that
going
was
to get
so
a
funny.
beer.
That was pretty awesome.
God, that was
It was
so awesome.
so much fun. See, spur of the moment.
I know, and I got to tell you,
You're
because that
welcome.
was so outside of like the normal routine that I have,
Yes.
that I was all smiles on the way home.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
Because
too.
it's
same.
such a good time with you guys.
Yeah,
It
Yeah, I
was
tied
so
one on.
great.
I was thinking about going somewhere else afterwards. I went home.
The thought had crossed my mind too.
I
but
know.
we were-
Brent's like, "Are you going out after the podcast again?" I'm like, "No, I don't know."
but that's it though. If you surround yourself, and this is what I've learned specifically from you, Charlie, and the things that you say is,
Yeah.
you surround yourself with good people.
Yep.
And with good vibes, and with good friends, and then you associate with the positive coworkers. And I've got a lot of really good positive coworkers. Some of that are now listening to this podcast now,
Yeah.
and they're calling me out. They're like, "Hey, motherfucker, you got that mission name wrong."
I know. I
Yeah.
love that. That's the best though, man.
But it's just so great to have a strong support group of friends
Yeah,
and family,
man.
just
Yep.
because you can't do this life by yourself.
No.
You need the support of your friends and your family, and it's important to have that. Shout out to Mama Dukes and Katie.
You know, I don't know,
Mama Dukes.
this is a weird. I don't know. We'll see where this comment goes.
Oh, can't wait.
Here we go.
When there was one of our things we were talking about.
That wasn't me.
Remember a Cat's Eye? I was talking about being a scary movie that I hated because of the little troll and his
Yeah.
little freaking little sword.
Oh.
Fucking try to stab you, and the
Sure.
cat would say, okay. So that little troll guy used to scare the shit out of me.
Shout out to
Having
Rabbit Hole.
someone message me or something and talk about that and making them laugh so hard that it was so funny because they're scared of that cat too. Okay, everybody in my circle knows every fucking story that I have. So no one wants to hear me talk about anything. So I'm trapped in a
A
genie
glass case
bottle.
of
It's an echo
emotion.
chamber.
And
You're
I
a genie in a
can't-
bottle, baby?
I'm a genie in a bottle, a story genie, and I can't tell any of my stories because everybody fucking knows them.
Yeah.
So on the podcast, I'm allowed to like eke out a story here and there, and if I see somebody else get a little joy in that story,
Kind
that's
of like
why-
that.
makes it so much better.
Like
It
that
helps
one
so
time you
much.
made shirts.
Oh my
You
god.
know, I ran track and cross country too.
Hey, listen.
I still got my baton, and I won't let y'all touch it, but I'll show you guys. With my
Well,
plaque
let's go ahead and call
my
Danny
time.
Quinn right now and tell him how you're going to beat him.
No,
Hey,
he's a lot more
hey,
healthier than I am.
And also all four of us are thankful
still
for
call that motherfucker that.
everybody that listens, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Angie,
100%.
Kathy,
That was 7.
just
Brent,
damn, I did it.
Johnny.
Yeah, just everybody. There's so many of you, and we love you guys, and thank you.
It really does mean a lot because we're just all
Catherine, who do seeing
yeah.
Catherine at the Harvest Festival, and
Yeah.
it's awesome, man.
It's for us. It's like we just get to sit here and talk about our crazy, stupid, fucked up lives in this stupid little town we live in, but it feels good to have that bond, right?
Yeah.
And to be able to let all of our friends and family experience that with us too.
Well, I think the next social media legitimately is podcast.
Yeah.
And it's happening. It's growing at an exponential pace.
Oh, dude, we're bigger than Joe Rogan right now.
And
Oh my
we're just a couple steps away, man.
Rachel Hallberg
We're
too.
one good
shout out-
story. We're
shout
like
out to
one
Rachel.
good drama. Like we need something crazy to happen that we're a part of. We need to break some badass story, or Charlie, you need to like do something to somebody that we can all talk about.
Oh my lord,
Or-
I don't know about all this.
What is that?
Colleen,
Why
like-
is it
like-
me?
Like assault somebody at
I'm
work
in a
or
good
something,
place.
something
I'm
that gets
not
them
gonna
like
do that.
somebody
Ron,
get
if
arrested.
you're listening, I will never do that.
She's planning it,
Like-
Ron.
Somebody do something cool so we get some more
Yeah.
attention.
Rachel, why don't I leave that up to you?
I think we're moving and growing in the speed we need.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. And to set the
With
scene
our lives,
too,
it'd be if it got blew up and was too crazy too quick. With our work and everything, we'd fuck it up.
Yeah.
We wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like it has to slowly go, and it's great.
Yep.
It's going so well.
and to set the scene for the listeners too, Scott came in after our break and turned the lights down and put a fire in the fireplace. And turned the AC down.
It feels so
soft butter up in
fancy.
this
It
bitch.
feels so
Nice.
good in
Feels like
here.
soft
I
butter.
love it.
Soft butter.
I saw the butter tray.
Oh, butter.
I've
It
been to
almost
school.
feels like we need a Mr. Rogers
I
quote.
can't believe
I
it's
think
soft butter.
so.
I can't believe we haven't
With
had
this
one
dark,
in
I don't
like
have.
3
I
months.
guess I got my glasses on.
Hey, and also, I finally got a chance to go see one of my really, really close friends, Bosco, up at Monster Monkey today to get some ink therapy, and he did an excellent job. If you guys are looking to get some tattoo work, Monster Monkey Studios in Merritt Island is the place to go.
They've been kicking it for
It's such a
years,
good
dude.
feeling.
years.
They've
yeah.
been there forever.
Such a good feeling to know
Oh.
that people can
Hello.
love us even when we're not perfect.
Oh.
That
That
was
is.
the perfect thing for me to say.
It
right
was.
there, right?
But what if we are perfect?
There's no one perfect but Allah.
Oh, Jesus.
You know-
Guess that movie. That came from a movie.
You just took a bunch of our fans into it. Fuck this show.
It's from Robin Hood, you heathens.
I know.
Whatever. We support Jesus Christ on this episode.
We don't worship Allah here in America.
Jesus Christ, get the F out.
So wait.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, too far.
Hey, I had to do it, man. That was part of our bit.
Somebody get Scott a mocha minced out right now.
Me and Charlie, that was our best commercial we've ever done.
Or how about
Cussed
some
all over that thing.
You can fuck on it.
Oh, my God, Colleen. Jesus.
Sorry, I was just repeating a line that I believe Scott said.
Yeah,
You hear
man.
that, Brent?
So
On a bearskin rug.
So Scott and I have been drinking tonight. We've had a couple beers, but Scott, you got
Thanks, Derek, for all that moonshine.
over there.
I drank like a whole
You're
mason jar
drinking.
already.
Did you finish that?
It's down there.
So we've been drinking apple pie moonshine and
Yeah.
Sam Adams winter lager beers tonight.
But I
Shout
got
out
the
to Sam
fire
Adams.
set up.
I'm going home, man. We're going to watch Christmas Chronicles
Winter
too.
time.
Are you?
Winter.
excited.
Winter is here.
Finally.
Okay, winter's here.
Oh,
Winter's coming.
Speaking
Nope,
of that,
winter's here.
next week we're going to have lows in the upper 40s. Like
Oh, dude.
Tuesday
Yes,
or
I saw
Wednesday
that.
of next week. It's
Yeah.
going to get cold here for Florida.
It's like 48, 49.
It's going to feel amazing.
Get
I
them
cannot
Uggs out.
wait.
I gotta find my hoodies.
I finally, like, the
with
last
the
couple of
fur.
weekends, it's been nice enough to where I could open all my windows.
Yeah.
And there's way too many windows in this
Flip
fucking
flops
house to
with
run out of.
socks.
You too have a lot of windows. I love
so
it.
many fucking windows to open.
But it's so great.
Yeah,
But it
'cause-
aired out. It was so nice, man. Man.
Yeah, a couple days
I
ago,
love it
I
when it
had the
cools
whole
down.
house open, and it was just so
Yep.
nice to have all that stagnant summer air just washed away by the fall. Air.
See,
Nice.
is there something behind, like, skinny people don't like the winter, but fat people love it?
'Cause
Oh,
we
it's
don't
called
sweat.
insulation.
I think it's everybody in Florida, man.
Is it?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's
I
a
don't-
break. Because our summers here are just oppressive,
They're
Yeah.
tough.
right?
They are,
You know,
man.
And
it's
they last so
forever.
long.
Yeah, we spend 9 months out of the year in basic hardcore summertime weather patterns. So when it gets down to the 70s, we're all like, "Hell yeah, open up
And
the
when
windows."
it gets a little cold, like, I can wear shorts and a t-shirt and just fucking be happy.
Yeah.
It's so nice, even though it's a little chilly. I like wearing my other stuff too, but I mean,
No, that's flannel
it's just
weather,
like
man.
it's not bad. Even in Kentucky, it's cold, man. When I grew up there,
That's
you had
north
to wear
of
big
Mims, right?
parkas and shit. You know, you have to. It snowed a lot, you know. I don't know. I love it.
From New Hampshire, I ain't scared.
Honestly,
Kentucky
too.
winters don't scare me.
It's like nice working when you have to go outside and you're not immediately opening the door to like that
Yeah.
wet heat and
Yes,
just sweating your
sucks,
butt off
man.
immediately.
You got boob sweat.
You don't even know.
Oh, I'm pretty
you
sure
might
we
know.
do.
Pretty sure we do.
You might know. I don't know, but yeah.
It's just nice. It represents, like, to me at least, you get the footballs back on.
Christmas, man.
You know, it's
You're
my
like
favorite time of
football's
year.
back on
The
sports
Dolphins
ball.
are doing good in sports ball this season. By the
Not this last week, man.
They did lose really bad last
They
week.
just lost.
Yeah.
Listen,
Man,
the
they look
Giants
like
are
the
one
Patriots.
game out of first with 3-6 as our
Giants.
record.
we don't even recognize them as a real sports
I've been a
team.
Bucks fan my whole
They're
life.
not, dude. Right now.
How are the Bucks looking?
Pretty good, man. We're gonna win a Super Bowl this year. Go
You're-
Bucks!
Charlie, get out of here, you bandwagon
I've been
jumper.
a Bucks fan my whole life.
Yeah,
God, even they suck.
Buccaneers.
God, I don't even know what else to say.
Shout out to Warren Sapp.
Love you guys.
Should we
Yeah,
end
love
this
you too.
episode on such a good note? It was so positive.
Yeah.
No.
I love how we turned off when we took a break, and Colleen takes the headphones off, moves the mic. Do you have any cookie butter? Like, what was that
You
about?
did that aggressively,
I
by the
know,
way.
Because
right?
I can't find it, and I've been just craving.
It's not- I
cookie
It's in
couldn't even
butter.
Viera. I told you where it was.
I don't drive to Viera
Well,
for
we need
cookie
more
butter.
for our guests. I can't even buy more on Amazon right now. It was
They're out, huh?
Yeah.
Fucking COVID.
Man, it might be on now.
It's
It was
all
a week
right.
ago when I checked.
Thanks,
Tomorrow,
Obama.
my mom's making like 2 pumpkin
But
pies.
it's $40
and
bucks
another
for 6
pie,
cans of
but-
that shit.
6 cans, 40
Yeah.
bucks.
What?
Damn.
8.
8? No, it is 8. You're
8.
right.
Okay. All right.
Still,
Still
though.
that's expensive.
Jesus.
Oh my
$40 for cookie butter.
God.
It's hard to fucking
Shout out to Cookie Butter.
send us money, people. We'll buy the cookie butter.
Will you guys please call? I don't even know the number. I'm not even going to say
What's
anymore.
our phone number?
I don't even know. No one calls.
5159 or something.
So dumb. And people will message all of us, but none of them will call.
I know.
Get you some moonshine. Have a couple drinks of wine. a couple
Call.
glasses of wine.
Yeah.
Call the podcast number.
I want to get one of those
Hey.
voice disguiser things
Can-
and just start going off.
Can I admit what happened? Yeah, last week, all of a sudden, this phone, like, it gets a couple calls here and there. Like, every week, it might be 5 phone calls. All of a sudden, like, it rang and left a voicemail, and it said, your iTunes account has been compromised, and blah, blah, blah. So it's trying to, so 30 seconds later, it rings again. A minute later, it rings again.
Oh.
A minute, and I thought someone was fucking with me. I thought one of you guys or somebody from this show was fucking with me.
That's
So
a
I'm like,
great idea.
what is going on? And the phone wouldn't stop. I left
Oh, my garage.
and I came home, and there was 33 messages
Frank.
on my phone
Damn.
that were exactly the same. Like some robocall got stuck.
Yeah. Stuck
Yeah.
in the loop.
Up in my number.
And you don't think it was anybody messing with you, right?
It probably was. So I unplugged
be
my phone.
Jared.
I unplugged the phone for like 3 days
And left it.
plugged it back in. And
We could have had
and
the
it went
best
away.
voicemail ever.
Congratulations on winning.
No, it would have been 100 of the exact same voicemail.
All right, guys. I'm
Yeah,
going to
I'm
watch.
done.
I'm going to watch Christmas Chronicles too.
Hey, y'all. Have a happy Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Yeah, you
Happy
too.
Enjoy the time.
Thanksgiving.
Hey, we
I got some cooking to do. I hope I get this done.
we love you guys.
You got
Thank you for
this.
listening.
Yeah,
I've been
definitely.
drinking, man. When I'm drinking,
Love
I
you
usually
guys.
put this off.
Cook your turkey, bro. It's Thanksgiving. This
know.
amateur hour. You're in your 40s. Figure
Gosh.
it out.
Sort it out.
All right. Love
Love
you
you,
guys. Bye.
Bye.
Daisy's in a tube top, screaming from the top of her lungs. This all ends tonight. Daddy's on the floor, he's screaming for more. Saying you're gonna be alright. Daisy's in a tube top, screaming from the top of her lungs. This all ends tonight. Daddy's on the floor, he's screaming for more. Saying you're gonna be alright.
Dude, that shit's killer. Oh, dude, that was awesome.